Would you like to grow garlic? Did you know that garlic has been used for thousands of years, not just as food, but as medicine and currency? Well, stick around and I'll tell you all about garlic, a vegetable that everyone should know how to grow. Hi, I'm Valerie and welcome back to Now Gardening. Today will be all about garlic, how garlic has contributed to human survival and culture throughout history, the dietary and medicinal importance of garlic, how to grow garlic, including different types of garlic and the seasons, and last I'll tell you what can destroy your garlic crop and how to avoid the demise of your garlic plants. So let's get started. So garlic is one of the oldest cultivated plants in the world. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, garlic has been around for over 5,000 years. Researchers believe it was first domesticated near present-day Kazakhstan and China, and it still grows wild in some parts of Central Asia. From there, it spread across the ancient world, and garlic was actually found in the tomb of King Tutankhamun, and Egyptian laborers were believed to have been paid in garlic in order to maintain their strength and to ward off illness. Ancient Greeks and Romans believed that it gave you strength and endurance, so athletes ate it before competitions, and soldiers carried it off with them into war. Now, in medieval Europe, it was hung in doorways to repel disease and supposedly vampires. Can't attest to that, but during World War I and during World War II, garlic was used as an antiseptic on battlefield wounds when conventional medicines ran short. Now, why has garlic played such a crucial role across so many cultures and centuries? Well, because it truly does it all. Doesn't look like much, but it does a lot. It grows in almost every climate and it stores for months without refrigeration. So it also has medicinal properties that are backed by modern science. Garlic is rich in manganese, vitamin B6, vitamin C, and selenium. It also contains allicin. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's the compound that is released when the garlic is crushed or chopped. And that has been shown to be antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal. But how do you grow it? And if this video is helpful to you, please don't forget to hit the like button and help the YouTube algorithm and me. First, with garlic, timing is everything. Unlike most vegetables, garlic is planted in the fall and then harvested the following summer. Here in the southwest of France, I plant my cloves in November, just after the first cold spell hits. And why is that? Because garlic actually needs a period of cold at least 6 weeks from about 10 degrees Celsius or so, which is going to be anywhere from 32 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit in order for it to develop properly. So without that extended period of cold in the fall and winter, you will not have good bulb formation. Now, garlic comes in two main types, softneck and hardneck. Hardneck varieties do better in colder climates. They produce fewer cloves, but they tend to be bigger size, and they have a central stem, and the cloves will be gathered around that tough central stem. They also produce a flower stalk that's called the scape. Softneck varieties, this is a softneck variety. Softneck varieties store longer, and they have multiple smaller cloves. I'll break this open. Let's see if we can. You can see already those cloves kind of growing around the outside here. I grow mostly softneck garlic here because it's best suited for our climate and also for braiding. So I like to braid the garlic and put it on my wall in my kitchen and then use it over the upcoming months. Planting garlic is super easy. You literally separate the cloves. Now this is not dried garlic, so it's not going to come up as easy, but you separate the cloves out and you're going to plant them so that this little part here is actually pointed down and the pointy side is up. This is going to be about 2 inches or about 4 centimeters deep and 6 inches or 15 centimeters apart. I grow garlic in raised beds and have always had great results. You can see here all of them are nice. They're nice sized bulbs. Now, water is important for garlic, but it does not like to sit in wet soil. So since I plant at the end of fall, I rarely have to water my garlic at all. I just let nature do its thing. The only issue that I've ever had is that sometimes when our late springtime gets a little bit too warm and damp, my garlic has developed rust. It makes for really ugly plants, and I'll show you some photos up here, but the harvest is still the same. Usually by that time the garlic has already developed enough that even if the plants are ugly, the bulb underneath is still good. In general, you want to ease off watering completely as you approach harvest time. And for me, that's usually mid-June. Right now, we're at the beginning of July, and so you see this is like really, really parched here. I've been harvesting some garlic as I go over the last month, but I saved the rest of this here in order to do this video. Basically, after the harvest, It's important to cure the bulbs in a dry, shady, well-ventilated spot for about 3 to 4 weeks or so. I actually store mine up here. Oops, let's see if I can get this swing around. I store mine up here in this cabin. So then after they've dried, then you can actually just braid them, and I'll show you a video of that, but I'll just braid them and then I'll hang them on the wall in my kitchen, and I'll just use them over the next 6 to 8 months. Now, a few other growing tips for garlic. Garlic does not need a ton of fertilizer. I prep the bed before I sow the garlic cloves back in the fall, just with a general purpose organic fertilizer. And then in the springtime, like when the plant really starts to grow and you start seeing the green really come up on the garlic, at that time I'll put a little bit more fertilizer around the base of the plant. So garlic is really super straightforward. The biggest threat that I've seen over the time that I've been growing garlic is fungal disease. As I mentioned, for me particularly, it's rust, but also white rot can happen when the garlic is wet and it's just sitting in poorly drained soil. We don't really see this a lot here. You can see this a lot in the US, and it can really wipe out an entire bed in a very short amount of time. So how do you protect your garlic? Well, you've probably guessed it. Number one is good drainage. Also crop rotation. You don't want to plant garlic in the same bed where you planted it or other alliums over the last couple of years. Definitely this is the first time that I've grown them here. Now they'll move to some other beds for the next couple of years. So for me, I started with seed garlic from the garden store a few years back, and now I take the biggest heads usually of garlic that I have for my crop, and I will break them apart and I'll use the individual cloves then for my next year's crop. So join me in growing garlic and become part of a tradition that stretches back thousands of years. Literally, whether it's for your health or your cooking or just the satisfaction of pulling these guys out of the ground, it's worth it. Bye.